I was definitely interested in stylistic garments and, the fashion forward side of things. But I love snowboarding. It's my passion, and being outdoors, and, so to put them together seemed like that's a real idea. And, you go snowboarding or skiing, or you might just be in New York City on a rainy day, or it's -20 in Quebec, and you just want to feel good. Hi, I'm Mikey LeBlanc. I'm the founder of Holden, and I'm one of the guys that helps with marketing around here.
I had a friend that her dad was a footwear designer, and I was just like super inspired by that, and just in awe of how he would sketch by hand and just turn these like insane detailed drawings into an actual like 3D model. Hi, I'm Nikki. I'm the design and development manager at Holden Outerwear. I just knew I had to do something creative and something that was never the same and that always changed.
Well, definitely when Holden came out, we were the new and improved outerwear. For the first 5 or 6 years, it was people just waiting to see, and they still do. I mean, a lot of our accounts come in and they say, I can't wait to see the collection. What have you done this year? What new fabrics, what new designs do you have? So yeah, and it really affected the industry as well. I mean, we had competitors at our big shows showing pieces in their line as, this is our Holden piece, this is our Holden-esque garment. We've been kind of labeled as the person or the brand that pushes the style portion of technical outerwear.
That's probably what I love most about Holden, is the fact that they take cues from fashion and that they're not looking at what everyone else in the outerwear market is doing. They're looking at high fashion and figuring out a way to apply it to a garment that someone would wear up on the hill.
We brought an element of old world tailoring to our stuff, so we really deal with paper patterns and fit. I think we stand out on the floor in women's, especially because we are designing for women. I think most of our competitors are designing for girls, so they're designing for a 10 to 12 or 15-year-old girl, whereas we're designing for someone who's 18 to 50.
The pants especially are extremely slimming, and that's really rare, to put on a pair of snowboard pants and actually make your butt look good and not look like you're wearing a diaper. I have a pretty solid background in both development and design, so I actually do really get excited about technology and working, whether it's with the fabric mill or with a garment manufacturer on taking something that everyone does every day and doing it slightly different, and how are we going to do it different, and how are we going to present it to the market in a way that's still acceptable and functional.
And when we started the company in 2002, Scott and I wanted to make a natural fiber, waterproof, breathable fabric, which didn't exist. So we had a ton of vendors. Every time we meet with a fabric supplier, we would say, do you have anything natural, waterproof, breathable? They're like, look at you like you're crazy. So basically, we had to put the pieces together. We developed the world's first natural fiber, waterproof, breathable fabric in 2005, which was a hemp poly mixed fabric. We won a ton of awards for it, and we had our major competitors again chasing us right after that.
I think our denim that we're doing is really exciting. A lot of companies in the outer market are doing, cheap nylons that are printed to look like denim, and we're actually doing a true cotton twill that is denim and laminated with a 20K waterproofing, and is performing on the mountain as high performance outerwear, and also looking like a real true jean when someone wears it.
Yeah, we're a small brand, and we aren't able to have all pieces of the puzzle. We don't own factories, we don't own fabric mills, we can't fill a factory, so we got to have really great relationships with all of our vendors.
This is 100% polyester twill 2-layer.
It's definitely getting harder and harder to be able to push our vendors to do new developments. Costs are going up, and they don't want to develop something that may in turn not get used.
We might go in with a new design they've never seen, and they're like, well, that's not possible. And then you say yes, and they say no, and you say yes, this is how. and then they're like, wow, cool, and then their brains start working, and they're like, wow, this is great. This is something new our factory can do and offer to other people.
That's how we do our business, is to be able to, push our manufacturers or our vendors in ways that they aren't pushed. That's how we come up with something new.
The industry loves change, especially the shops and the kids. So the shops and the kids were psyched about Holden. It meant, wow, this is something that looks radically different. The industry really embraced it, and also the brands embraced it. They've all basically followed suit. If you look at Burton to Bonfire to Solomon to, into Ski Garage, and a lot of brands have followed Holden's lead and gone down that fashion route. Yeah, there's a lot of ways people can rip you off, and so we're very secretive as much as we can. We don't want to be too paranoid, but we don't hand out catalogs to anybody that's not a certified Holden dealer or distributor. And we don't do a lot with PDF imagery, just because that starts to float around. One brand in particular that really copied a lot of our stuff, and I didn't have to do the sleuthing. Their conscience wore on them, and they came up to me at a major trade show, and literally the girl started crying. She was like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to, but I, gave all your designs and some pieces that you gave me to one of our designers, and they copied it exactly." And her punishment was her own remorse. Definitely, her punishment was her own torture. I mean, really, like I said, we turn over designs so much, and that's the fun thing about Holden, I think, is we design a collection rather than we're not reacting to the current business. We're actually like creating stuff every year, new things. So that'll always be a part of Holden, and if people want to copy us, they're probably going to sell a lot of pieces, so I don't blame them.